y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe out with yes, yes. Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? I know y'all missed us so very much. I miss y'all so very much. Well, don't worry, this may not happen again as much, but you know sometimes it gets busy and life be life, but it's okay, it's alright, because y'all know bad times don't last forever, because after every storm there is a rainbow. And you're getting closer and closer every day to that rainbow, that pot of gold, the light in the tunnel, whichever one you prefer, etc. Okay? Slow and steady wins the race. You got this. I'm here for it. Keep going and do not let no one or nothing stop you. Okay? Okay. So yes, y'all, like I mentioned, it's been a minute since you've seen a guest appearance, and I know y'all like why it took so long, because life be life, okay? But without further ado, today we have made 24 guest appearances. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all know the goal for 2025 is for us to hit 30 guest appearances. So we have 6 more appearances to go. Hopefully before December 31st, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. we can hit that. Fingers crossed. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing it into returning guests, featured guests. Present, please come through. I'm here for it. And yeah. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing today's vibing out guest session with our guests for today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and after they introduce themselves, we're going to check the vibe, like how they say check the temperature, and we're going to jump straight into it. So without further ado, I pass the mic to our guest for today.
Hi guys, I'm Sade. I'm a toddler teacher. I have my own business. I just want to say shout out to Vibing with E. She came so far and I'm so proud of her. And just excited to be here today. Yes, but yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you very much. And we're excited to have you too. As you guys know too, we do promote all of our guests' businesses and stuff. So all of her tags will be posted in the description below. So you guys can also tap into getting a pearl, as well as to getting an insight of how it is for her being a teacher within the toddler setting. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to ask her how she's feeling, to do a vibe check, and then we're going to jump into what we'll talk about, and then we're going to let the vibes flow from there.
Yes.
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm at peace right now. I'm having fun. Warm welcome. Yes,
thank you. I'm so glad, and that's our motto over here, to make sure that the guests feel comfortable inside and out, because at times this is our first guest. This is our guest's first time having appearances like this, or probably like other appearances or whatever, not their first time or whatever, but we still want to make sure that they're comfortable at all times, because at times it could be a little bit, hard to sit in front of a camera and just talk about things that really is sentimental to you, especially on a mental and a wellness standpoint. So yeah, so I thank you as well for taking the time out of your busy day to sit and talk. And let's get started. So today we will be focusing on impacting with Vibing Out with Sade session. We will be talking about girls talk, mental health struggles, and pushing through. So if you notice too, you guys follow the Vibing with E, page, that the series that I've been really wanting to do is girls talk. However, it has not really been jumping off that much, but that's okay, that's alright, because I'm still welcoming females to take the time out of their day to even want to talk about girls talk. So today we will sit down with Sade first in her Vibing Out with her session and talk more about it, and then just bounce off from there. So let's get into it. So another new thing that we have, y'all, it's been a minute, so I gotta repeat a lot of stuff, is that we do the introduction, the warm up, to get a little feel of who our guest is. Then we break it down into each of the topics that we're gonna talk about, and we do the closing reflections. So let's get into it. So Sade, if someone had to ask you to describe yourself in just a few words beyond titles, how would you answer?
I would say I'm a warm spirit. I'm really open when it comes to meeting new people. I don't mind, like, if I see somebody and it's a stranger, obviously I just be like, hey, like, I'm just real warm welcoming. I just love being around people. I love getting to know people, and yeah, I'm just always happy. There is times, obviously, where I'm down, but you will never know or understand because of the fact I'm always energetic and being around people and showing that positive energy.
We love to hear that. We love to hear that. And at times it is very hard to, you know, have those days where we're here and then we're up. And you guys know on my series alone, Bible E, I'm real big on telling the guests and listeners to have the moments to, sometimes we gotta reflect. Sometimes we need to take a step back. Sometimes we need to just embrace the time being alone. As well as too, we gotta pour into our cup to be able to pour into others.
Yes.
Like, you know, sometimes it's not easy just to talk to a stranger and be like, hey, how you doing, and things like that. It's not easy to do that. So I'm really, 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 really glad that you were able it's time to go. But no, seriously, y'all. Like, I'm it's hard. It's hard. Trust me, it's hard. Like, I even know. Like, but yeah, I really love that for you. I really do. So, what's one lesson from your life so far that you hold on to during tough times?
To remember to pray. When I can, since you know it's a transparent moment, there was a time in my life where I felt like, you know, nothing too much about God and stuff like that. So once I got introduced to praying, I've been doing it a lot. I try to do it as much as I can, and remember that's the one person that you can talk to, which is God, and not really nobody. Even if they can relate to your situation, they really can't do anything. But one thing, God can do is everything. So that's one thing that I've learned during my tough moments, and a lesson that I've learned, just always rely on God. So.
Yes, amen. It's crazy that you mentioned that because, like, we did do our first live stream ever on my page, because we couldn't really do it on the business page, but it's okay. We talked about spiritual growth, and then a lot of, like, the listeners, the watchers, everybody's response was like, yeah, it took a time where things had really hit to the core that they had to realize and reflect on who they believe in to help them to get through those things. And, like, for me too, I believe in God. Like, times where I just was like, does this really happen? And then it was like, two, he helped me through so many things. And then two, I seen a video also, like, it was like where not only do we have to appreciate the good things, we also have to appreciate the bad blessings. Because those times too also helped us understand that this may not be your time, these may not be your people, or whatever the case may be. But also to overall have us to understand and to be grateful for what comes with life and stuff. And it was so crazy because I was like, I never understood that until, like, I've been through it. Like, certain opportunities I'd be like, wanted it, but it wasn't for me. And I was like, you know, it probably was the sign for God saying it wasn't for me. And every day I appreciate him. I talk to him every day, like, thank you so much. You know, even the good and the bad, because, you know, sometimes those, like I say, bad times will last forever. Those lessons also help us so much to understand that we have to cherish these moments for us to get to the moments that we want to get into, as well as be around the people that we want to be around.
Yes.
So, yeah, but that was really well put. And that, it adds up in a big sense. So, yeah. And lastly, within the introduction, to warm up, to get our guests warmed up so we can talk deep into these focused vibes topics today, is, can you share a little about your journey? What experiences shaped you into who you are today?
So I'm 25 now. So how old was I? I was in high school, so I believe I was like 15, 17 is where I started this mental health journey, as far as in feeling the depression, feeling the anxiety, because high school is definitely, I mean, middle school and elementary is new as well, obviously, when you first start school and everything. But when I was 19, it hit hard. I felt a lot of emotions, going through a lot of emotions, and just stepping into that, I'm almost an adult era. So it was, what shaped me was, as I was growing up, I went through, like, abuse, just mental health in general. So it's like I have to remember to stay strong, never give up, and just stay focused in what I'm doing and never give up. Just never give up on what you believe in, because it will always work if you pray, stay consistent, and keep pushing. Basically.
That's so deep. It's really so deep because like mental health can really, like the journey of mental health can really, sometimes people say make or break you, but I feel like in order for it to, you know, some things be broken, but you have to make the best out of it, you know. And for people that were able to even like heal in that moment, because it's hard to heal and even say like, hey, I need help. That's the first thing too, that it's like, that's one of the biggest things that people confess, is like, I need help. It's like the big thing to help the doors open for you, especially while you being so young. And it was crazy because when I had church service and the pastor was talking about, you know, like he'd been through depression, and it was just like, it was hard for him until he had to be like, look, I got a problem. And that right there opened the gateway for him to deal with his emotions, deal with his depression, as well as it helped him understand that I was not going to let this defeat me. And I know you didn't let that defeat you either. Because you were able to, you were able to overcome that. And to anybody that's going through that, like I say all the time too, do not let these situations defeat you, because once you're at the bottom, there's nowhere else you could go but to the top. So it's very important that you do prioritize your mental health and your well-being more than at times prioritizing for others. Because it's like, before you can pour into anyone else's cup, you gotta pour into yours and make sure that your cup is filled the way you want it to be filled, so you can pour to others that you serve with people around you. Because if you're running on E, how can I help you?
Exactly.
If I'm at my lowest, I can't really help you, because it's like, I'm not there.
Exactly.
Mentally and physically, I'm not there. So I hope you guys understand that it's very important for you guys to prioritize your well-being. It's very important to please, if you need help, get the help that you need. Don't wait till it's too late when an issue happens, because once it happens, it's like, why didn't I catch the signs earlier than it was? And it's okay. It happens to the best of us, but here from us, please get that help right away. Or if you know someone that's going through this, please help them in this process, because it's not easy.
You're not the only one.
Yes, you're not the only one. Like, life really be life, and people really go through these hard times. And I felt like the pandemic really was an eye-opener for everyone. To understand, like, oh, I really am going through depression, anxiety. Like, I didn't know I was going through these things. But thanks to telehealth, you can meet a therapist, counselor, anybody online. You go in person, hybrid, you can go in person or online. Like, it's so many resources out there, even in your community, local churches, schools, at your job now too. They're even giving you wellness days. Colleges and schools are implementing wellness days, so please take advantage of these things, but also do what's best for you before it's too late, because if so, it's not gonna go right. And it's like that you shoulda, coulda, woulda situation. No, get it done right away, as soon as possible, so that you can be set to go, as well as you can know, you can understand what you can deal with. And you can catch it before anyone else can. Because the worst thing to ever happen is, you know, for me personally, before I was able to be on my healing mental health journey, was like when people used to ask me if I was okay, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm okay. I go home, it's a waterfall.
That makes sense.
Because it's like, if I'm gonna tell you, am I even open to telling people how I am?
Will they understand if I tell them? You know?
It's so many questions that go through, but also too, going back to the famous thing I say, if you're new here, please point out who is in your village and who's not. People are here for a season. People are here for a reason. The ones that are here in your life for a reason, please rely on them, and vice versa. Let them rely on you, because y'all are each other's reasons. Y'all are here for each other. So please rely on each other. Please be there for each other. Seasonal people, you'll know who's there for you and who's not. Those sometimes, like, it's an iffy situation. But please, like, because it's hard. Sometimes you be like, I can do this all by myself. It's impossible. Like, it's impossible to get over these situations without no support, without no help, without talking to someone. Is crazy. And at times, sometimes we feel like it's best for us to keep ourselves caged in a box, or like in a caged bird, like in a bird cage, stuff like that. Like, it's impossible. Like, we need to talk to people. And sometimes people be like, I can't do it. I just can't stand people. But at times you never know how much this person can help you in so many different ways. So please get the help that you need. I say it over and over and over again. If you're new here, please get the help that you need, because your mental health matters. Health is wealth. Like,
Yes.
you matter. You matter. Like, I don't care how big or small the issues you go through, you matter just like the next person. Regardless of how you look, your gender, your race, anything, none of that. You matter regardless, because we're human. We all go through things every day. But you never know how much a person can help you. Like, for me, my biggest thing is that I can't help a lot of people as long as I can help someone. Because it goes to show that I am making a difference in some type of way. So, yeah. So, let's get into the top heated discussions. Like, let's get into the juicy discussions. So, we're going to start off with girl talk and support system.
Okay.
So, and y'all know we don't do no bashing. So this is just all, raw and uncut feelings, but also expressing the feelings on why we feel this way, etc., etc. So, how important have sisterhood, friendships, or community been in your healing journey?
I'll say it's kind of been difficult, but it's also been good. It's like here and there. One, because you never really know who is there to be an ear and listen to you, or who's there just to listen to you and gossip about you to the next person. So it's kind of hard to trust people in my sense. But I've learned that if they are pointing to you and you're pointing to them, I'm able to trust them on my journey personally. But if they are only being a listening ear and not pointing to you or being able to express themselves to you, then I just feel like, all right, I'm just going to stop there. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be cordial. So that's how I learned to separate associates from sisterhood to friendships and in the community. But so far, so good. Is you never really know who's going through the same thing. So I start off with trust. So start off with trust for me personally. It's been here and there, but it's also an eye opener for you to know who's there for you and who's not. So it helps in a way.
Yeah, I feel like with me on that topic of like how important sisterhood and friendship is in the community, it's so important to me. Like, growing up, like when you were younger, neighborhood friends and stuff, like they were your friends for life. Y'all had facts like we're friends for life, and then sometimes we may not be as close as we are, but we're still gonna be friends for life. However, for me now, sisterhood, it comes with a slippery slope. It does, because sometimes it's kind of hard. Like going back to trust, I have a real bad tolerance now of trusting others, because we all go through things in life. However, I'm learning as I go, because sometimes not everybody has the same ill will that you might have experienced, like within relationships and stuff. And I'm also all about giving people a chance. Like, I want to hear you out, give you a chance, see how it goes, because life happens. And you never know who will be there for you in the long run, and you just least expect it. Or like, how can one simple conversation lead you guys to be friends forever, be sisters forever? Like, I did the topic on this, I think, in March for Women's Month and Social Work Month. It's speaking on the importance for me, but in general, of sisterhood. It's very important, because these are your sisters, even though we're not blood, but blood couldn't make us any closer. We've been through so much with each other, regardless of how good or bad it's been. Long as we've been there for each other, we were meant to be sisters, regardless of how big or small the situation is. It's just a thing about trust, dignity, and also feeling comfortable around you. And I'm real big on that. So for me, at times, I'm still opening up to meet new people sometimes, because it's hard. It's hard to meet new people. And also be in groups, because sometimes I feel like I don't think I need to be in a group, because sometimes people, it's kind of nerve-wracking. I'll say that. Like, it's even in my professional world, like being a social worker and have to work with other social workers or IEP or teens. Sometimes it's kind of like you don't want to say the wrong thing, but you never know this may help. And it's so many emotions that go through. And I'm learning now, just, be your authentic self, because it's like, nevertheless, you're still going to learn. And learning doesn't stop. You learn every day, inside, outside of four walls. Like I say all the time, you don't have to be certified to teach somebody. Because you never know how much of knowledge and skill that you're giving to someone can help them in the long run. And I feel that way within sisterhood and friendships. Like, yeah, like, you may be older than me or something, but I'm learning from you, and you may be younger than me, but we still learning, and that's how we build off of each other. That's where the trust and the connections come in, because, like I said, it is hard at times to build those relationships, because it's feeling comfortable, as well as being able to express yourself around others. Like, for me, at times it take a little minute to be like, okay, and it's, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, it's funny, but it's for real. I have to have a pep talk with myself, but okay, come in there, be comfortable, be cool, don't do too much, just be you. But sometimes too, it can kind of be like, okay, I don't want to do too much, but you never know, like, simply how something can really turn to a friendship.
Literally.
It just be like,
it'd be the randomest times.
It'd be the randomest things. I'd be like, oh my God, like, remember? Like, do you remember how we became friends? I'd be like, what?
You got so much in common. You don't even know.
It's like, wow. And then one thing about me, too, I like to talk. So if you like to talk, we here. Like, we're going to be friends. Like, you talk, I talk, we're going to talk all day long. Like, I'm here for it. But yes, for me, like, sisterhood and friendships are very important, because those are the people you can also rely on that can turn into eventually your family. So that's how I am. It's very important, as well as like in a community. Like, you never know, like in this business world, you don't never know how much connections you can make that can make good friendships, sisterhoods, and collaboration, things like that. So if you're in the process of trying to get into finding your people, just take that risk and talk to people.
Yes.
Just take that risk and talk to people.
You're not alone. You're not alone. Remember.
No. And you will be surprised who really be like, yes, I'm there for it. And also, too, be respectful, too. That's one thing, too. You want to come off very respectful, very cute, very classy. What's the other word? Demure. Come off very cutesy, demure and everything. But overall, just be you. Be you. Because that's how someone's going to like you 10 times more. Especially in the sisterhood, when you're just you, it's like, okay, like, this is my sister. I know how she is. I know what's going on and stuff. That makes it more authentic, and it makes this more comfortable, and it's like, okay, yeah, so this is how the friendship starts. But I feel like, too, for us being in our 20s, sometimes it's like, can we still be able to make friends? You ever had that question? Like, that thought in your mind, like, okay, I'm in my 20s, but can I still be able to make friends and don't have to feel like, I feel like I'm a little kid again.
Yeah, one thing I say I hate is starting over. And I always thought, like, I just don't want to start over in relationships in general. That's what was my mindset. But now it's just like, starting over as friends. Can I trust you? I start off with trust, but it's like, are you going to hurt me? Because I feel like a relationship and a friendship is the same thing when it comes to trust. Like, if you hurt me, I'm going to be hurt in general. So it's like, it might be a different hurt depending on what it is, but my bad. But it's like, it's definitely questionable. It's definitely questionable.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's like things are bound to happen for a reason, but there be the times where you don't want them to happen, but it's like sometimes it's meant to happen. Because I had them thoughts too. I'd be like, dang, I do wish I probably had a little bit more friends, just for certain things, but not just certain things, but just in general. Because, sometimes it's like, okay, I'd be like, okay, my phone too dry, okay, like.
But sometimes that's peace, though.
It is. But then it'd be too peaceful. It'd be like sometimes that can also be a cause of losing your people skills, I feel like, for me. If I'm not talking at least to someone, like, I'm like, it's like, it'd be hard for me, y'all. It'd be hard because it's like,
when you deal with mental health, you feel like nobody's there, and then when it's physically nobody there, you already feel like nobody's there.
It's just like, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love my friends I have, but sometimes I'd be like, maybe I need to explore a little bit more friends. to see how things go, because, you know, the saying too, you meet your friends in college, you meet your best of friends in high school. Sometimes I be like, it works for some and then it don't. It's like, okay, and then there's no limit to how many friends you can have. So it's like, okay, I can explore my options, but sometimes it is still scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. And then, like, for me, trust is a big thing that I'm still trying to enhance to, you know, just let that guard down. You know, like, just give them a chance first before you be like, look, this is what I do. This is my pros and cons, my bread and... No, like, I'm learning that too, y'all. I'm even teaching my students, like, you know, building relationships, you just gotta get to know a person first before you can put a title on, like, oh, this is my friend, this is my bestie. No, this just can't be your bestie real quick until y'all have to really get to know each other and deal with certain things together to in order to be like, okay, you're my bestie, you're my sister. So that's how I feel too. Even at my age, it's like, okay, when you older too, you go through some hardcore shit. So it's like,
definitely different seasons and people.
Yeah, when you get older, it's like life really happens. In your mid-20s, it's like life is really happening. A lot of changes are transforming. Like, a lot of things are happening for us, and it's like you want nothing but people in your corner that's going to be there. And I'm real big on vice versa, because if you there for me, it's a must. I'm there for you. I can't be one-sided, because that's not how friendships are. It's two sides. We here together, we building on this, we here. No, I'm not just gonna be like, when I have a problem, she's always there for me, but are you there for her when she has a problem? So yeah, like, for me, it's very important that when you develop these friendships, you get to know a person, be your authentic self, but also let the trust build, and don't be on there like, look, this is what I don't like, this is what I don't like. Sometimes people be like, okay, cool, but some be like, calm down now. Hold on. Let me hold up. Like, I'm scared. But that's how it is also too in relationships. Like, when you mention about relationships, I had to learn that too. Like, you can't just put all your eggs in one basket. You can't just put everything in one basket. You gotta sometimes just let it come to you, and then deep dive on what's going on. Because sometimes it's like, it may not be for you right now, but it will come back. So yeah, I feel like it's very important within sisterhood, friendships, and the community to give it a chance. But also, put yourself out there and take that risk on faith, because you never know how much it can help you in the long run. Because I just feel like, not gonna lie, y'all, I'm having this thought for a minute. I'm like, okay, I have friends, you know, but I want a little bit more. I want to expand a little bit more, because sometimes it gets boring. And then, you know, people have lives. And you never know, like, you can meet someone and y'all have the same interests and stuff, and then it's like, okay, you know, I feel like it's okay to have a variety of friends from a variety of places.
Yeah, it's different folks. Different strokes for different folks.
I feel like, you know, just have a little variety, because some people I know, like, well, we've been friends forever, like, this is my group. But I'm like, I want that, but sometimes, like, I don't know if I can have that, if that makes sense. Because I be like, things happen, and I'm real big on a friendship. I'm just saying like that. I'm real big on a friendship. So,
some friends that you can go out to party with, and then some friends you go to brunch with, and some friends you can do this with.
I feel like I want friends to do everything with.
It's always that.
I'm like, I want everything. I just don't want to I don't want to see you as, oh, this is my party friend. No, because it's like, okay, what if like I have my emotions get the best of me at this party? Are you able to help me? You know, so like, I'm real big on like have a variety of friends, and not just to use you for one thing. Like, oh, when I want a party, I call my party friend like, hey, like, what type of relationship is that? Like, okay, we just call, we just, you know, when we have a good time, not be here for a long time, I call my friend. I call my party friend, and after that, she called me for the next function. Absolutely not. I don't want that. I be like, some people can do it, but me, it's like, I can't, because like, you're my friend. We should be able to do things together. I should not just look at you for one side, because like, I feel like I'm using you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she know the party, she know the promoters, we getting it for free, or we having a good time, or she know the producers, the engineers, she gonna get me in for a spot or something. No, like, for real, like, no, because that's like a sign of abusing a friendship. It's like, that's that one side come in. It's like, are we really sisters?
Literally.
No, I don't like that. Like, for me, my friends, like, and then two, Y'all, this gets me all the time. When you see the post on Instagram, Facebook, your friends, the friend group, all doing something. You got a doctor, you got a lawyer, you got a nurse, you got a teacher, and it's like, wow, I'm in a friend group with all bosses. But we all go through some stuff for us to get to this point in time, if that makes sense. Nevertheless, the whole portion of this, I want to say, y'all, for me, for friends, I don't care what you're going through, long as we have a very good relationship and bond and trust. I don't care if you're going through whatever. You're my friend. I'm not going to let you go rock bottom. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to help you in every way possible. You need this, I got you. And then I know for a fact, if I was ever in that need, you're there for me. But also, too, overall, we're going to have a good time. We're going to be comfortable. I don't have to be like, oh, I'm going through this. I can't talk to her about that. That's not your friend.
Yeah, if you feel like you can't talk to
If
her.
I can't feel like, we just associates. Like, we just have brief conversation. We're not, because friends go through things a lot with each other. To the point where it gets sometimes ugly, to the point where y'all probably about to fist fight. But then y'all just realize, like, look, it was so not worth it. But it's like, y'all grow and y'all learn with each other. And also, too, for me, like, I look at my parents and how their friendships are with the people they're friends from when they were younger till they still friends now. And they be like, dang, y'all been friends for 20, 30 plus years. It's like, wow, you want that. And then also, too, I feel like media does the same thing for us, or maybe just for me. I don't want to put you in the category, be like talking for you, but it also have it on there like this is what you should see. But also, too, everybody has a certain way of how they want friendships to go. Mm-hmm. For me, I want a friendship where I feel comfortable, regardless if you up or not. Like, as long as I know you my friend, I support you through whatever. And I know, too, if you're going down bad, I got you. But overall, you're my friend, with sisters, whatever. I'm going to love you dearly. And I know that it's not a one-sided situation.
That makes sense. Because a lot of social media stuff, it don't show the behind the scenes. You see what's right there, not behind the scenes. Arguments and disagreements. Yeah, so yes, I agree with that. The whole social media stuff is definitely fake. That's just what it is.
Because that's
you never know.
I feel like, too, a lot of, like, social medias can make or break a friendship.
You're like, oh, we don't do this. Oh, maybe because we didn't get to that point yet, so you don't know. So don't judge it yet, because we didn't get there.
Yeah, I'm real big, too, on, like, take it slow. Like, let me get a little feel of you, chit-chat, FaceTime. And then the first outing, we'll see if this is going to last. Like, if the vibe's still the same in the text messages. And I was like, okay. And this is another thing, too. Life happens. I do not expect my friend to text me every day. I don't, because sometimes it'd be like, I might not be on my phone to the point where I don't be on social media. But I'm still going to be like, you okay? You good? Like, everything all right? I get it. We're older. Sometimes we don't even want to be on the phone. I don't like being on the phone sometimes. It's like, okay, look, she got stuff going on. I got stuff going on. But we're friends. We have an understanding. I'm going to still check up on her and make sure she's good because that's my friend. I'm not going to leave her high and dry. And I ain't going to be like, oh, my God, like, you acting real stinky to me. Did you ask her if she was okay first?
Be like that, literally. Like, oh, she ain't call me back. Oh, why you ain't call me back? Oh, I know you seen me call you.
Like, she probably was sleeping. She probably studying. She probably working. Like, life happens. And I'm real big on, too, giving people the benefit of the doubt now. Like, giving them the benefit of the doubt and letting them explain themselves, because also, too, mental health is a big thing. And we're in a season right now of seasonal depression. Please give people the benefit of the doubt. But also, if you're sensing things are not the same with your friend, get on that right away before it slip out your hands. Because, too, like, the Lifetime movies, y'all, they be real scenarios that go on in people's lives. And it's like, bro, that little thing right there could have helped. You could have, like, sometimes we do get sidetracked, like, okay, and a little something. But no, if it's a pattern, you need to get on it. But I feel like, too, if something's a slight change, I'm be like, are you okay? Are you good? Like, because it's, sometimes it's like, I want to make sure you're okay. And I don't want to make sure, too, that I'm putting an effect on you. Because too, you want to be like with friends. I want to make sure you're comfortable as possible, but I also want to make sure too that you're mentally here.
Yes, I had just went through that. I was talking to my friend at work, and she was like, we was downstairs. She was like, shh, the kids are napping, and I was like, you see, I'm loud. She was like, exactly. I said, at least she was like, at least you know, at least I know nothing is wrong with you because you're quiet when something is wrong with you. And I was like, that I thought in my head, I was like, yo, she really care about me because she knows. She knows. Like, if I'm quiet, it's something wrong with me. If I'm loud and my energetic self, then I'm fine.
Yeah, like, it just be the simple things like that. Check to see if I'm okay. I'll just be like, oh, you care about me. And then two, I'm real big on like, if you're thinking about that person, check up on them. Check up on them. Ugh, hold on, y'all. Something just slipped out the way. It just slip. Like, hold on, guys. Okay, I think we're okay. The thing was about to go off, and I was like, I'm not having that. But, oh wait, you can't even see me. But, oh wait, it turned off. Oh wait, it stopped. Oh no, it didn't. It's still playing. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But I think it's still playing.
I always say it's temperature.
Yep, we have to fix that. I think. Okay, it's still going. This is weird. But yeah, the simple things like that, just making sure, are you okay? Are you alright? Are you here? Because that will really show that you care for me. And also too, it goes to show that you're a pure person. Because it takes a lot of a person to even ask someone if they're okay. Because also too, sometimes people don't get those things from people. And that's why it's very important to be nice to others. Like, it's not going to kill you to be nice to somebody at all. That's why every day, how's your pillow? How are you? You know, okay. And giving a compliment is not going to hurt nobody either.
It's not.
It's not. I be like, oh, thank you. And give a compliment right back. Because
you never know how they make you feel. Literally.
It's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
That smell could have went a long.
Yes, because you never know too, like, people go through things. You never know. They probably went through something before they even came into your presence. Or even had to handle something. So, please just be nice to form these relationships. And that also too will form like a friendship. Like, oh my gosh, like, hey. And then you go back years later and be like, we became friends because I just said this to her and it went on from there. They'll be the best stories. I feel like they'd be the best stories of me, but hey, I digress. So the second part of the question is, do you feel like having the right people around makes a difference?
Definitely. Because you never know. Like I said, like you never know who's there for you for a season or for a reason. So finding out who's there for you for a season, it means a lot. Like a lot. Because it's like, dang, you know me inside and out. You're there for me when I needed you the most. You hear me, you see me. And seeing the person really makes a difference. Like being able to be seen, be heard. You just feel good inside. Even when you feel like nobody's there for you, you have that one person that you know that, boom, that's there for you regardless, no matter what. So it's definitely important.
Yes. I feel like it's very important to have the right people around you because it makes a difference. Because not only does it help you mentally, but it also helps you emotionally, spiritually, physically too, to be able to get up out the bed, to have that push, and sometimes even financially. They can help you in financial ways and things of that nature. It may sound funny, but you know, having friends like, look, we're not going out this week because, look, we're on a mission to save some money.
And that's transparent. A lot of people don't do that. Oh, I'm going to still go out and like, dang, well, you want to. But if you have that friend, they be like, I didn't ask you, did you have money? I said you want to go out. Like, it's friends like that.
I feel feel like I'm that. I am, because too, growing up in the neighborhood, y'all, my house that my parents live in, we've been there forever. Neighborhood kids, everything. Like, I seen my dad, like, he wouldn't just give to just us. If it's all of us here, we gonna look. He's look out for everybody, and that's how it was for me. Even like if we're friends or whatever, I'm not gonna leave them high and dry, because it's like shutting you out. But sometimes I also experience the feeling of being left out. So I'm always big on to, like, friend-wise, family-wise, and with the children I serve and my clients that I work with here, I'm not going to leave them high and out, because, like, you don't know what's going on. And I don't want nothing in return. I'm like, just, no, don't give me nothing. Just, look, here, thank you, and yeah, because you never know what somebody's going through. And it's very important to have people in your corner that's not going to judge you as well. And also be like, look, if you going through it, I'm going through it, and we're going to make this work. Like, I'm not worried about that. But also, too, do not take advantage of people.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Because sometimes we've been in those predicaments where we were too nice, and we got to a point where it was being taken advantage of. And it's like, you took my time and spoke with you, and it kind of, it hurts. So that's why, too, for me, like, it's very important to have the right people around your corner. But in order for me to have those people, I got to build my trust. I gotta be comfortable with, letting people in and just listening to them, and not letting, what's the word somebody told me, self-sabotaging things before it gets to play. Somebody told me that. I was like, you know what? I do that sometimes, because it's like, when you've been hurt so many times, it's like, how much hurt can you go through some more? And that's when it was for me, like, for friendships. And I was like, I can't go through this no more. Like, I don't know, my friend, but it's like, give it a chance and then let it ride, and you learn from the lessons. And I carried that with me so much, because it makes sense.
That makes sense.
The next question: what advice would you give to young women who are struggling in silence and don't know how to ask for help?
Just ask. Even it don't matter how hard it is, how hard it can be, and trust me, I understand. Just ask. You just never know what answer you can get. You never know what kind of help you can get if you don't ask. And I know a lot of people are scared to ask for things, especially when it comes to help, because when you're so used to not having nobody there for you, it gets scary. And that's understandable. But you live and you learn, and you still fight to see the next day. So just keep on asking. You never know who's right there, who's meant for you, and who's meant to be in your journey with you, going through your mental health journey. So just never be afraid to ask. Just ask. Like, that's all I can say. Just ask. Don't be scared.
Yeah, build the strength to ask, because, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, it took me a lot to ask for help. It took me a lot to even admit to help, as well as to, how else can I put it? Yeah, I think that was well put. But the whole purpose to just take that leap on faith. Like,
Yes.
just go out there and try something new, because you never know. Like, going back to what Sade said, you never know how much these people can be there for you to help you in your journey. Because closed mouths don't get fed.
They don't.
That's what I was thinking about. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you keep it closed so much, it's like, it's still going to happen, and people are not going to stare in your direction. It may take that one person to be like, something right now, even if they don't know you from a can of paint, they're still going to be like, are you okay, and things like that. So yes, try to take that leap of faith and get help, but also to admit that you need the help, because once you admit it, it's like a whole weight off your shoulders. That'll help you to navigate to get the help that you deserve.
Body posture, it shows. It shows.
I say too, like, your physical, like, body language and stuff will tell me more than what you say out your mouth. Cause you can look so, like, looks can kill. Like, the look can really hit the fan for me. If you cause you can look some type of way, and then you can say like, oh no, I'm fine. No, you're not, because the body language is telling me more than what you're saying. Like how they say, like, a picture's worth 1,000 words. I feel like actions are worth 1,000 words too, because you could be saying like, I'm cool. The body language is telling me
like, no,
you're not. No, you're not. Like, mentally something's wrong. Because physically it shows like the posture, like you said. Sometimes like trash, your appearance, like something's up. So,
and don't let anybody make you feel like whatever you're going through is small. Because if it's big to you and they care about you, they should see it as a big problem. That's all.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Because too, we also feel like, it's nothing, it's something small, but reality is big. Like, we all go through things that may be small to others, but you never know, like, they probably went through the same thing and they trying to brush it off, but yeah, don't let nobody dictate your feelings. Because I feel like at one point in time, we all had those moments, those vulnerable moments that people dictate it because, being a people pleaser and stuff is like, you got to put yourself on the back burner. Don't do that no more. Because life happens, you matter, and you go through some shit. Don't let nothing or no one try to dictate you. Stand up, chin up, chest out, express it, and be able to be vulnerable and say, I have a problem or I need help. Okay? And lastly, in this topic, when it comes to girl talk, why do you think creating safe spaces for women to be vulnerable is so important?
To be able to start that chapter of opening up. I feel like opening up, it starts with the mental health journey. Because you don't want to feel like again, you don't want to feel like you're alone. You don't want to feel like nobody's there, even when somebody's there. So that's definitely the first step in your mental health journey, is being able to open up and letting people know, like, yes, I'm going through this. I need help. Like, it's okay. People go through it every day. Trust me. Ask a guardian, ask your mom, your dad, your grandparents, whoever that's in your life, a friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Just ask them, because you never know what they're going through as well. And even if they quiet or seem different, just continue to ask them. Even if they say, no, I'm fine, I'm good, still ask them. It don't matter. Because just because they say I'm fine, I'm good, does not mean they're fine and good. Get it out of them. Say that I'm here for you. Say that I will continue to be there for you. Even if you continuously say, well, if they continuously say that I'm fine. Even if they're fine, okay, cool, you're fine. But just so they know that you're still there for them, continue to ask them. Never give that up, like, at all.
I feel like it's very important for women to have that safe space because we go through so much. It's very needed for us to have a place where I feel unjudged, no judgment here. Like, it's a free zone. I don't care how big or small, whatever crazy scene went on in your life, I ain't gonna judge you because stuff happens. Like, we do some things and it just be like, did I really do that? And also too, when you have those friends or family members in your life that care about you, I don't care what you're going through. My job is to make sure that you're here and you mentally are comfortable, because it can be places where you can feel this is your safe space, but it's not. If the person is not pouring in the genuine vibe that you need. So, yes, it's very important to have a safe space with people that you feel safe with, and that is a safe zone. Whatever we say and do in here stays confidential between us. And I shouldn't have to look over my shoulder and be like, I'll say nothing. You gonna say this? Like, we shouldn't have that. That's why it's very important to have safe spaces. This is for everyone, including men. Like, please find them safe spaces. Like, your friends, your family, they want, I don't care. You feel comfortable with them, they don't judge you or nothing. Those are your safe spaces. Safe places don't have to be like a physical place. It could be a person. But please find your people and know who's for you when you're going through hard times, and vice versa. When you're going through hard times, we're able to be here together, because that's what friendships and relationships are all about. When we're here together, we're always together. It's not one-sided, because this is, we're a true friend. I'm here to the end, you're here to the end. Whatever thing going on in your life, we're here. We're as one. We don't look at each other as just, two. We're one. We're together. So that's that was well put. So next we're gonna talk into the mental health journey. Now this is a deeper topic because it talks more into what you mentioned earlier about your mental health, and then you can explain a little bit more on what's to come and how did you deal with it and things. So you have been open about going through mental health challenges. What has the experience been like for you personally?
It's been hard. So, like I said, when I was 19, that's when everything like started to hit me. So once, and I was just like fresh out of high school a year after. Um, I started a First Love Yourself brand to help others, to promote others. And there's days where I feel as though like I want to do more because I did clothes, and I still do clothes, but I want to do something that's different that can actually help. You can wear it, but it's like it starts. Not, I'm not gonna say start, but you can wear it. You can feel. If you feel confident, you can be confident. But I want to do something different, like a journal, where so you're writing out your thoughts. So I started to write out like my thoughts, so that way it's not all just scrambling in my brain. So I feel like that can help. It's been hard being able to talk to people. I just feel like sometimes I can't talk to people because I always feel like they'll throw it in my face, like, oh, you did this, that, and the thing, and it's just like, okay, like, you're supposed to be here to listen. Now I feel like I can't trust you. Now I won't ever express myself to you because you took that vulnerability and you just threw it in my face. So, and people will do that, but it's not, it's not okay. But that don't mean give up on you expressing yourself to people. Feeling like don't feel like nobody's there for you because of one person or two people. You never know, but like I said, continue to keep your faith in God. So that's where I'm at right now. Keeping my faith in God, talking to Him, praying to Him, crying. It's okay to cry to God. That's when you know it's deep. So when you cry, He'll hear you. He'll hear you through it all. But make sure to repent as well for things that you feel as though is wrong. And it's just it will get better. It will get better. Personally, it's getting better. For me, I still have my days. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat. But if I have God by my side,
Amen. And that's well said because it's hard. It's hard to even open up about your challenges, as well as to be able to express like the personal outcome of how it's been. Like, it's not easy to be like to tell people like who's this national, international, you don't know, and it's like, okay, let me put it out on the forefront because you never know who's going through the same thing. And that is a very hard topic to discuss. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I love when people are able to express it. Because it's hard to be like, look, I've been through some stuff. And then two, like, vulnerability is a big one. I feel like if we're talking and I'm in this vulnerable state, I feel comfortable with you. Like, going back to, I shouldn't have to look over my shoulder and be like, are you talking about me? Or are you doing this? I shouldn't have to do that. But we live and we learn. And two, it's very important to whoever you believe in, please continue to talk to them because they're listening and they're making miracles work. But you also have to put in the work too. Like, it's not just gonna fall out the sky. Like, you gotta put that work in. You gotta put it in. You gotta keep on moving one step at a time. Manifestation is real. Prayer is real. It's also putting in the work for it to come to how you want it to go. It's like a jump start. You gotta kickstart the stuff before you can see what you really want to happen.
yes.
And that, I think you touched base on like how did it change the way you see yourself in the world around you. I think you touched base on that.
Yes, and I also I used to drink and stuff like that heavy. I depended on it, but it's not okay to depend on drinking. Always remember that because prayer is the answer to drinking. That's like a supplement, distraction, and you don't want to be distracted in your problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that is a real big key of substance abuse. Like when you are hooked onto something and it's like this is the only thing that can help you through hard times. And sometimes it helps you. You be like, oh my God, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'll be making little jokes about that. Oh, I need a drink, but then you be like, no, I don't. I'm just saying it just to say it, and it's like too. The tongue is a powerful thing. You don't want to say that, and it's like, oh my gosh. In order for me to get my work done and stuff, I gotta rely on the bottle. I gotta rely on this substance in order for me to have a good day. No, and that's the scariest thing ever, because once your hook is hard, it's
It
ever
is.
to get
Relapse is hard.
It's hard, and to all the people out there that were able to come out of that, I applaud y'all so much, and you as well, because it's hard. It's so hard, because that also helps people when they have depression and things like that. But they feel like when no one is able to listen to them, having that substance is there through hard times, because people go through things and people be like, nobody can hear me with this bottle or this substance can help me through hard times. I'm okay. But then it gets scary, because it's like you have to depend on this to help you, to the point where you have to depend on this to help you wake up in the morning. And that's a really scary thing. So I thank you for even being able to be vulnerable to say that, because that's hard for a person to be like, look, yeah, I had a drinking problem. Yeah. Or like, not drinking problem, but I used to rely on alcohol to help me get up. Yeah, like or when I'm depressed.
Yeah, like I'm sad, or I need a drink. Or even smoking. Like, oh, I need this to get out of reality right now. Like, and that was hard. So going from like smoking every day to just stopping is definitely a big change. That's
yeah, it's a plan. So, but it takes a lot of persons to see too, like, this is effective, because like when you have that substance in you for a moment, it's helping for a moment. It's not going to help you for the rest of your life. It's helping you within probably 45 minutes to an hour. It's not going to help you for 24 hours. Yeah, it's impossible. And yeah, so
it just stops it for the moment.
Yes, it's for the moment. It's like, okay, for the moment. It's like living in the moment. You're living in the moment of this. But after that moment, reality hits. And now it's like, oh shit. It's like, quiet moments, like, you know. So, yeah, don't be afraid. Get the help that you need, and also flush it down the toilet, pour it out, walk away, do this again. Because the more and more bills, the more and more it can really affect you and your whole life. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. So also impacting your mental health journey, what are some of the biggest challenges you face with your mental health?
Not wanting to, or stopping.
It's okay. We have those moments.
Not doing what I love to do. I used to love doing certain things, and I just stopped. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to do it no more. I don't feel it no more. I'm not really into it no more, which is YouTube, I'll be specific. But I used to love doing YouTube. It was just like my outlet. I did reactions. I'm like, okay, this is me being myself, boom, boom, boom. But having that, going through that mental health journey is just like, I don't want to do it no more. And knowing that's what I love, but it's like hard to do. It's like something that's like, I don't want to do it no more. Even with my business, like, and it's like, so you can't think like that. You have to continue to push. You advocating for something that's important that the next person may not know about, that's not really into it, but they have to be, because that's the only way we can grow, is if we continue to think and prosper and say, I do love myself. It starts with you. It starts with, like, your mental health. Like, it's important. It's really important. Never give up on yourself. You're the first person. Well, God is the first person. Then you're the second person that you never want to give up on yourself.
And that's pretty deep, because like when you do excited stuff or what you love, how did you find the strength to move forward to probably get back into it, or start your new chapter, your new beginning?
Just like I said, continue to say a lot of prayer and just getting to know the Bible, reading the Bible, knowing that you're going to go through things. It's bound to happen. It's life. And just remember to stay positive, stay focused, and continue to push. Like, never give up. Continue to push, and always keep your mind straight. Like, never give up on it.
That's very important. Like, it's hard, but when you realize, like, wake up. It's like when you wake up in the morning. Sometimes our routines are different. And that could be a routine. Be like, I don't want to do this anymore. So change. And that right there can help you start your new beginning in life. And I seen this meme on Instagram and be like, people be like, I'm scared to start over. Shoot, well, this is my 4th time starting over this month. But it's true though. Sometimes it's like sometimes you gotta change the narrative. Sometimes you gotta switch the pattern up and stuff for you to find and see what's going to work for you in your power. Yeah, it is.
It can be worth it. You never know. It takes a lot of losses to win, so don't give up.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta lose and win again, because you're not gonna win everything. You're not gonna win everything. You have to. Sometimes the losses are your wins to help you understand, like, this may not be for you, and this is why it's not for you. But if you want something to be brought out of it, take this loss, harbor over it, learn from it, so you can get to it.
Yes. So, like, and I seen a post about that. I feel like it was Steve Harvey. He was like, oh my god, it was something about, I forgot. I'm gonna think about it. Oh my god, it was right there too.
And then, like, it's so funny how, like, when you go through situations, like, I'm real big on numbers, because numbers tell a sign too. It be like, what is going on? And they hold so much power, as well as, like, things and symbols. Like, pay attention to those too, because they can also give you a sign too, like, God, whatever you believe in. Also, drop those signs, like, look at this, pay attention to this. This is your sign. Pay attention to it, close to it, study on it, read on it, and embrace it and harbor over it for you to understand what exactly is the message I'm trying to give to you in this situation. And lastly, within this topic of discussing the mental health journey, were there like moments where you felt like giving up, but you still pushed through? And what kept you still going in those times?
Definitely. I definitely wanted to give up a lot of times. I would say that for sure. What kept me going is my grandmother. I'm trying to cry because it's true. So like my grandma was the one person that I felt like I could always talk to. She just recently got diagnosed with dementia, so it's hard now because that used to be the person I could talk to about anything if I needed anything. But now I was like this. So with her being diagnosed with that, it's not the same anymore. So I'm not able to talk to her. I can talk to her, but not the same as how the communication went. So I continue to push for her and as well as myself. But that was like, well, she isn't myself, but she is my best friend. She will always be my best friend, but not.
It's okay.
Thanks. But she is definitely the person keep me going in my mouth. But also my grandma is my best friend for sure. So having her go through that has been hard for me. But yeah, that's yeah. Dang.
But y'all, it gets so real in the field over here. Like, this impacts with our mental. It gets to a point, y'all. Like, and that's really it takes a lot out of us to say these things, but it also shows too, like, these are your pure feelings. These are your pure feelings, and you have the moment to feel the way you feel. And two, I'm real big on no judgment. I'm gonna let you have it. Because, there was mid-time, you might have needed to tell people better, and help you express yourself.
Not having her like around as much and talking to her it definitely changed how my mental is, because I don't have that escape. Like, she listened to me, she said what she had to say, I said what I had to say, and that was that. I could talk to her. Like, I'll be on the bus and I'll be like, oh my god, my grandma, dang, I can't call her because I know I'm not going to be able to have those conversations, those regular conversations that we always had. So she's definitely one of my best friends, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Regardless, I'm sure how she's going to, because it's crazy how the diagnosis is I feel like it happens, but it's like they still remember those things. It may still hard for some reason. Sometimes it's hard for them to express it because that is taking over them. But you never know, one day you finally have a conversation where you be like, wow, like, what is happening? So I'm glad you do that and you support and keep her tight as well as her Tabitha. Because and lastly, we're gonna tap into growth side. Because you did tap in and mention, your grandmother really was one for you, and that's a big thing. Because too, having those grandparents and other family members are there to help you too. Because sometimes we have our parents with you, but sometimes we also need to see other family members that's also there to help us to take the load off of us as well, to help us navigate. So shout out to all the people that you have as grandparents or godparents or someone out there to help them to be able to talk, as well as the parents, because sometimes people don't have other family members to just be like, hey, I want to talk to you. Like, I can speak from personal experience. Like, I just had my parents. Like, my grandparents on my mom's side is still alive, but the relationship is not there. And sometimes it takes a long time for you to develop relationships with your family members on both sides. But for me, it's just like I've been comfortable most with my parents. Sun up to sundown and some things. Yeah, but if you do have grandparents, protect them at all costs and, stay with them regardless of what's going on, because they need you too. If you think they don't, regardless of the situation, they need you too. They may not be able to express it and stuff, but they need you too. And it takes a lot of a person to express those things. So I do thank you for even expressing it, because it's hard. It's really hard. But it's sometimes like we need these deep conversations for us to help us to be comfortable as well as to get it, because sometimes it be on your shoulder or on your heart, harvest on your heart. And that's why I like these sessions, because with the guests, you learn from them and then we collaborate on digging deeper. So, yeah, guys, don't be afraid to cry. Like I tell y'all, I'll cry in a heartbeat. When things go on, it don't make you weak. It's just like your emotions sometimes will take over, but sometimes it's needed for you to have those, because sometimes we can't put it in words. Have your tears, whatever gotta do. Just let it out because it's needed, and don't let it hold it in, because holding too long is going to be like wreck-it Ralph. So, yes, let it out and don't be like wreck-it Ralph. And lastly, before we about to wrap up, we're going to type into growth and resentment. So, looking back, what are some habits, routines, or practices that have helped you to protect your peace and mental health? Your mental focus.
Let's see. Routines. Honestly, I don't really have a routine, but I do want to start. I was talking to my co-teacher the other day, and I said that I want to start working out more for a physical help. Spiritually, reading the Bible. Mentally, writing down, at least trying to write down, or at least talk to somebody that I feel like I can talk to protect my peace. And working around my kids, like being a Tyler teacher, helping them and seeing them cry and being able to be that comfort for them, that actually makes me happy. And it doesn't feel like work to me. It just feel like an awesome place to be in. It don't feel like work. Like being at my job, it feels like nothing but happiness, and making the kids happy makes me happy, and that's just like a happiness. So I guess I can say that's a routine. Waking up every day and 8:15 to 5:15.
Right.
Like literally. So yes, definitely being around my kids. They are the sunshine in my life, honestly.
Because like being able to wake up in the morning and look forward to something you love, that's a big routine.
Because I'm not alone with them. Like, especially when we're going through circle time and we just did this new thing where we have one letter, one number, and I was like, what letter is this? And they'd be like, I. And I just be like, oh my God. Okay. Well, what color is this? Red. And I just get so excited because I'm like, I taught you that. That makes me excited.
And they will remember and cherish those things because kids will know, or children will know who's pure and what's not. And it takes a lot out of a child to know a pure vibe. Like animals. Like they can sense, that ain't right. And children is very pure and they're innocent. And they know who's for them and who's not for them as well. So pay close attention to the children. When sometimes you be like, oh, they don't like me. Something in your aura, your vibe is like, it's not for them.
Yeah.
But you can change that. You can change it. But don't force it, but you can change it.
Yeah, kids can definitely feel. Even when you say it, they can feel, they can sense. That is for sure. That is true. They can sense.
Yes. Okay. Don't let it fool you. Like, that can be the baddest thing in there, but they can sense some cure, some core feelings, okay? Like, you be like, you're the baddest thing in here, and you can sense when I'm upset. It make you laugh, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, so there's some kids that will give you a hug, like, how do they know? Or just try to hold your hand and walk with you. Well, some kids that be just acting out, just knew that they
just need a moment. They need some time.
Yes.
Yeah, so pay close attention to those signs. See, children and animals, that's not a used to. Wow. It's like I was in Target the other day, and I was just in there, and the baby was like, he was messing around, and I went, he doing something, he ain't gonna go nowhere. And I was just like, oh, and those little things would be like, wow, this mother was trying to get him out that little corner so bad, but we just, like, things like that, children get sense as well as animals. So, don't be fooled by that. So, how would you define presentment for yourself, and why? And what does that mean to keep showing up even when life gives its happiness?
Let's see. To keep showing up, I feel like that's just being myself. Because I never want to show people that I'm sad. Because it would be one part of me where I feel like, what can you do? Like, not like in the sense of like being money hungry, right? But how can you help me mentally? Because there's some people that can't really do anything, but it's some that don't understand. Because there's some people that don't understand sympathy. Some people that don't, they're not understanding. So it's like you definitely got to read the room for that. So I just want to continue to just try to be my happy self, and then when it's just me, or if I know that I can trust somebody, if I can trust somebody, then just open up to them what I needed. But just being able to keep that smile on my face, but when it's time to decompress it, don't forget to decompress, because you don't want to overload yourself with all these sad moments or all these anxiety moments, and it messes you up completely, and then you break down. Because breaking down is just like the hardest thing. But just know that it's okay to not be okay. Just do not stay that way.
Wow, that was well. Because that's a lot for a person to even break down, especially like with resilience and what it means to them, how to do it. Because like life is life, and mental health is a really big thing that can make or break you, and it can really get to you like when you're able to even identify what it is to you and what you learn from it, and that can be something that's very, very important. And I hope you guys understood it and be like, okay, wow, we're gonna try. And lastly, in this topic, if you could speak to your younger self during the hardest season of your life, what would you tell them?
Stay strong. You can do it. Believe. It's going to get better. You're going to get better mentally, financially, spiritually. Don't give up. Even when at that time when I felt like giving up, you're still here. You're still going to be here, and you thrive. And you're going to get what you need in life, which is what I do now, which is teaching, because I've always been working with kids and helping them, and me being that like first step. You got this, girl.
It's not trying, you're doing it because you're able to express things.
Yeah. And that, if I knew where I was going to be at a couple years ago, I would be like, but it is like, you really got to believe in yourself. Like, you really got to believe in yourself. Especially when you don't have no credentials, anything like that. Push. Is nothing that you can't do. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. Trust me.
And now, guys, we're going to do into our closing reflections. What is a message that you leave for the women out there that are going through their own mental health?
Continue to thrive. Remember that you got to put yourself first, whether it's a mental issue or mental health issue, as far as in relationships, within yourself, within your family. If it's not for you, don't be in that space, don't be in that environment. Continue to push. Never give up. Like I said, I'm going to continue to say that. Pray, 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 and just remember to put yourself first.
And lastly, what's one thing you want the listeners to remember after listening to your session?
That I made it through. I'm going to continue to make it through as long as I push, pray, and thrive. And just stay in focus.
That's a lot. I hope you guys get that. It's hard. Sometimes we gotta rewatch things and let it marinate, let it soak in. But that was really good. And as always, I thank you so very much for taking the time out your busy day to come on here to talk about some heavy vibes that we don't hear often, as well as telling your story and telling us about you. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed, whether you listen to us audio or on YouTube, watch us on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. Like I tell the guests too, they're always welcome to come back and talk on any other topics and things like that impacting wellness and education, regardless of how big or small it is. But we always think of it as big. We don't look at things small. And yes, I hope you guys learned at least 3 to 5 important facts from this session as well. And I hope you guys had took a good little self-talk to yourself and was like, yeah, it's time for a change. Because it's never too late. Okay? So as always, I think it's also very much. Please be safe out here. Do what's for you. Do what's needed. But also put yourself first. Okay? Until next time.